The actual town of Bodega is 7 miles from the bay. This quaint village is somewhat typical of small towns on the Sonoma coast. Its simple character reflects the hardiness of a fishing village. Immediately, you're experiencing deja vu.
This beautiful old schoolhouse was built in 1873. Now, it was actually scheduled for demolition when Hitchcock spotted it and decided it'd be a perfect location for the movie.
This is Leah Taylor, owner and current resident of the Potter Schoolhouse. She has lived in this schoolhouse since she was 12 years old.
So how did this come to be at the Taylor house?
Well, in 1966, my mom was reading the Sunday newspaper, and she saw that the old school building, the condemned school building in the town of Bodega, was for sale. She said, "Oh, I want to see the inside of that building." So the school stopped in 1961, and Hitchcock was here in March of '62, and then it was vacant from that time until my parents bought it in 1966. But if you'll notice the Bodega Bay school sign, that's the sign that Hitchcock put on the building. And you can see he had it stylized exactly like the original sign.
Is there any one question that people come in and want to know right away?
Well, the most often asked questions are, number one, what happened to the monkey bars? And the monkey bars were borrowed from the local elementary school, and they went back when the shooting was done. The school teacher's house, Suzanne Plachette's house on the corner, was a false front, as you can see. They know that somebody died on some steps somewhere. Well, it was those steps, not these.
Believe it or not, at the Potter Schoolhouse, renting this guy for a couple of bucks and dying on the steps is actually quite a real fun thing to do, and one of the most popular. Now, next door is where the teacher lives, and she died on those steps, not these steps, but since these steps are here, this is where people want to die. Go ahead and let me have it. Thank you so much. You scared? All right, now I'm getting freaked out.
As long as we're on a tour of the area's iconic structures, here's another one, the gazebo from the film. You're probably asking yourself, what gazebo? Well, at the birthday party to the right of the frame, there it is. Not exactly front and center, but it is in the film. And here is Donna Freeman, proprietor of Compass Rose Gardens, where the gazebo has spent its last 45 years. But that's not all. Donna was actually in the film.
Now, what scene were you in the movie?
I was in the scene where the car blows up in the parking lot.
I think that might be Donna right there. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, well.
It really wasn't in the film that much, but do you get a little bit of attention from having the gazebo?
If I'd known I was going to get this much mileage out of this gazebo, I would have certainly enjoyed it more at the time. Italian television, French television, it's just been incredible. It kind of has taken on a life of its own.
Well, there's not really many authentic places left, or real pieces.
That's right.
This gazebo is, of course, in the middle of a beautiful garden. I see lots around. I'd love for you to show me around if that's okay.
I'd love to show you around.
So you've got paths, you got the water, the sounds. What do you like to do when you come out here?
It's not so much about what I like to do, but I usually need to work. These are my five-fingered ferns, and I love them.
Now, I'm imagining they call them five-fingered ferns because there's like 8 or 9.
Yeah, that's why.
I didn't know why. I was expecting 5 when you said that.
These are forget-me-nots.
Forget-me-nots.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's the original Velcro, I'm sure.
Well, I'm stuck on you, too. This is a beautiful forget-me-not, and I've had a wonderful time with you today.
Thank you.
Wasn't Donna great? The gazebo, the gardens, and, of course, my forget-me-not. Oh, and I didn't forget what's coming next. You guys are going to love this. It's been a while since I've been in school. Thought I'd get to know some of the locals. See if I can encourage them to get involved in something I got going on up here.
Hitchcock helped generations of children, me included, experience fear firsthand. And I guess it's up to me to bring that fear to the next generation. Hi, guys. Hi. Wow, now see, that's what I like. Who here has ever run from a bird? Anybody? All right, I'm not alone. What we're gonna do is I'd like to see if you guys want to start a little tradition around here called the running of the birds. I want to hear everybody shriek like there's a bird. I think it's official. I think we've got a great group of kids to help me do the annual running of the birds. All right, everybody
When I yell action, I need everyone to be safe, I need everyone to be loud, and I need you to be scared. Action! That is energy like I've never seen.
It's funny that I came to this town looking for hostile birds, but instead I found a peaceful and serene environment. I guess the atmosphere of a place always comes down to the cast of characters. And this cast, well, they could belong to a feel-good summer blockbuster. They have truly made this a special travel experience.
Bird guidebook, it's all yours. Who said birds aren't fun?
On this film trip, I've been captivated by the stunning landscapes and rugged geography. And I can understand how this setting inspired the mood of the film. Speaking of mood, how about this? The ambiguous end of the movie. The final image that messed with my head when I was a kid. What did the birds want? What was their deal?
The film was made in 1963. Before global warming, before the first energy crisis, there wasn't any environmental legislation at that time. And yet current audiences can see the environmental message. Hitchcock was pretty in tune with his audience.
The absence of important plot details that motivate the story was prevalent in all Hitchcock's work. He called it a MacGuffin. An interviewer once asked Hitchcock to define the word MacGuffin. Hitchcock replied, "A MacGuffin is a tiger that lives in the Scottish Highlands." "There are no tigers in the Scottish Highlands," the interviewer said, and Hitchcock simply replied, "Exactly, that's a MacGuffin."
We are so close to the Tides restaurant right now, and believe it or not, I just found something. The actual phone booth. No, the birds. Okay, get up! No. But there's really no doors on it. Back, piece of glass, so the birds obviously took it all out of here. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, hi, Tippy. It's me, Scott, from Film Trip. Oh, sorry, I gotta put a quarter in. Oh, I think we're about to be cut off. Oh, I got one. Hold on. Yep, all right. Okay. Hello? Hello? Lost her. Oh, you know how that goes. That's the cost of doing films. Huh. Phone booth.